Ruben Amorim arrives at Carrington today on the first day of his new role as Manchester United head coach. The 39-year-old oversaw his final game in charge of Sporting Lisbon yesterday, and it's a quick turnaround to fly to Manchester for the start of his new role. Reports emerged on Sunday night that Amorim had yet to be granted a visa, which could impact his start at United. While true, we do understand the club are frustrated with any suggestion this should be viewed as a setback, or his start has been delayed. Indeed, it's standard practice for new employees from overseas to travel to the UK before obtaining a visa, and Amorim will complete the process after arriving in the country, which United are hopeful will be concluded swiftly and efficiently. Amorim cannot formally start his new role until his visa is issued and won't coach the team yet, which will not be an issue given the majority of the first-team squad are away on international duty. He can, however, visit Carrington for meetings. It's seen as a similar process to new signings who, under post-Brexit laws, travel to the UK to complete their medical, but can only start training when their visas are issued. For now, no timescale has been set on when Amorim will conduct his first training session, but we do understand there is no rush with so many players not currently at the club. It's expected that everything will be finalized by next week. Meanwhile, the Portuguese head coach signed off his premiership at Sporting with a dramatic win. Having trailed 2-0 at halftime, the champions came back to beat Braga, Amorim's former club, 4-2, with 2 goals scored in the 89th minute and in injury time. As for United, a 3-0 victory over Leicester City on Sunday ensured Ruud van Nistelrooy ended his brief managerial tenure undefeated. The Dutchman admitted at full time that he expects to hear from Amorim by the end of Monday, with sorting Van Nistelrooy's future seen as one of his most pressing issues. Both Ruud van Nistelrooy and Ruben Amorim's current managerial tenures have come to an end on yesterday. Amorim's future is clear, as he begins his job as Manchester United manager, with immediate effect while there is uncertainty over what holds in Ruud van Nistelrooy's future. Amorim maintained Sporting's unbeaten start to the season, but after the game, he had one eye on his new adventure and he provided some crucial updates. Right off the bat, Ruben Amorim had 2 big questions in front of him, and he was faced with both in his post-match press conference after the victory. He was asked first if he intends to keep up the 3-at-the-back formation at Old Trafford immediately, or if will there be any initial adjustment.
I feel ready for the new challenge. I'm not naive. I know that it's going to be very, very different, very tough, but I feel that I'm ready. I'm in peace now. I can focus on my new job, and I'm looking forward for start tomorrow. No, I know how I am going to play in the beginning, because you have to start with a structure that you know, and then you will adapt with the players that you have, some injuries or no injuries, what kind of players, the abilities to defend, to attack. I will discover that in the next few weeks. We don't have a lot of time to train, so I have to show something that I know very well. So you can take whatever you want from that question.
From his response, Amorim clearly hints that he will take his current system to United because that's what he knows best. It will always be easier for the players to get themselves into a new system and learn on the training pitch instead of the manager abandoning what has made him successful his whole career. Secondly, he was asked about his plans for Ruud van Nistelrooy, who made another plea to stay at United after the win versus Leicester City. Amorim remained tight-lipped but insisted his decision had already been made.
About a legend of a club like Manchester, he did a great job. I have to talk with him tomorrow, and then I will explain everything. I'm very clear, and I will tell you like it is. Okay, so let's wait until tomorrow. Maybe we are not going to talk. Yeah, so let's wait for the next few weeks.
Again, he doesn't give away the whole picture, but from his comments, it is easier to assume that he will part ways with him respectfully rather than keep him on. If Amorim sticks to his tactical system and makes the call to let Van Nistelrooy go, that immediately installs his position as a manager not afraid of taking the big calls. Van Nistelrooy's specter would have loomed large over Amorim if he stayed, and regardless of how well he has done, a clean break is probably the best for both parties. It will allow Amorim to be his own man instead of the camera cutting to Van Nistelrooy at every negative result, missed chance, or player discontent. As for his tactical plan, having a clear identity and a way of playing is what United have lacked for a long time, so if he is insistent on installing one, that should be welcomed with both arms. The Amorim era is yet to begin, but the early signs have been good. United are next in action on 23rd November when they travel to Portman Road to face Kieran McKenna's Ipswich Town. What do you think? Should Ruud van Nistelrooy stay at United? Share your thoughts in the comments below.